Hi friends, myself Aniket Renavikar, Assistant Professor, Center for Distance Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. In the MCOM Valuation of Real Estate course, the subject is a elementary surveying for the semester first. In this elementary surveying, first topic is a survey. So today we learn about the what is surveying, what are its uses, how it is classified. So when we see any engineering structure like bridge, dam, etc., or any building constructed on the surface of the earth, two questions may be rise on our mind. First is of which material this has been constructed, and second is how this has been constructed. The first question is very easy to answer, but the second question requires some consideration of many other questions regarding various technical problems involved, which is how the site before this building was constructed, how was this building placed in this position with respect to boundary of the plot, and many other questions. The methods of taking measurements with the help of which we can be determine the relative positions of the points on, above, or beneath the surface of the earth is termed as surveying. The surveying is called as the methods of taking measurements with the help of to determine the relative positions of points on, above, beneath, or beneath the surface of the earth is called as surveying. For this, the purpose of the construction of the building, it will be necessary to know the heights of the all the points on which we are constructing the building with respect to some permanent reference points. Such methods of determining relative elevation of points on the surface of the earth are termed as leveling. We know that to find out the absolute position of a point situated on the earth, relative position as well as relative elevation of point are both necessary for this. This is the reason why both the methods are grouped into single subject of survey. True, both methods are quite different and independent. The object of surveying is to prepare a plan or map so that it may represent the area on a horizontal plane. To prepare a plan or map so that it may represent the area on a horizontal plane. A plan or map is the horizontal projection of an area and shows only in the horizontal distance of the points. Vertical distance between the points is however shown by contour line or some other methods. Vertical distances are usually represented by means of vertical sections drawn separately. Next part is the uses of surveying. Surveying may be used for the various purposes. First is to prepare a topographical map which shows the hills, valleys, rivers, villages, towns, forests, etc. of a country. Second is to prepare a cadastral map showing the boundaries of fields, buildings, and other structures. Other structures like swimming pools, water towers, chimneys, etc. in plot. Third is to prepare an engineering map which shows the details of engineering works, which is such as roads, railways, reservoirs, irrigation canals, etc. To prepare a military map showing the road and railway communication with different parts of a country is also the surveying is used. Such a map also shows the different strategic points important for the defense of a country. Also, surveying is used to prepare a contour map to determine the capacity of a reservoir capacity, and to find the best possible route for roads, railways. The surveying is more important for it. Also, we can use surveying for the prepare a geographical map geological map showing areas including underground resources, and also to prepare an archaeological map includes places where ancient relics exist. So these are the various points which have surveying may be used for these purposes. Next is point is a classification of surveying. There are two main types of classification. This is the primary classification and the secondary classification. The primary classification is also classified as a plain surveying and geodetic surveying. In first, plain surveying, we know that the shape of the earth is parallel. Thus, the surface is absolutely curved. But the plain surveying, the curvature of the earth is not taken into consideration. This is because plain surveying is carried out over a small area. So the surface of the earth is considered as plane. In such surveying, a line joining any 2 points is considered to be straight. A triangle formed by any 3 points is considered as a plane triangle, and the angles of the triangles are assumed to be plane angles. Plane surveying is conducted by state agencies like the Irrigation Department, Revenue Department, for land tax, Railway Department, etc. Plane surveying is done on an area is less than 250 km square or 250 square kilometer. Next is a geodetic survey. In geodetic surveying, the curvature of the earth is taken into consideration. It is extended over a large area. The line joining any 2 points is considered as a curved line. In primary surveying, the first is plane surveying, the line joining is in a straight line. But in this geodetic surveying, the line joining of any 2 points is considered as a curved line. The triangle formed by any 3 points is considered to be spherical, and the angles of the triangle are assumed to be spherical angles. So geodetic surveying is conducted by the Survey of India Department and is carried out over an area exceeding 250 square kilometer or 250 kilometer square. These are the two types of the primary classifications. There is a plane surveying and geodetic surveying. Next is a secondary classification. The secondary classification is based on various points. There are 4 points to be considered for the secondary classifying. It is based on instrument, second is based on methods, third is based on object, and fourth is based on nature of field. For this, the based of instrument, there are various types of this. There is a classification is chain surveying, compass surveying, plane table surveying, theodolite surveying, tachymetric surveying, and protopoptic surveying. These are based on the instrument. There is a for chain surveying we can use chain, for compass surveying we can use compass, for plane surveying we can use plane table, and theodolite surveying we can use the theodolite for the survey purpose, and tachymetric we can use tachymetric instrument, and photographic we can use the photometric scales. And on the basis of methods, there are 2 types of these. There is a triangulation surveying and the transverse surveying. These are the 2 methods which are based on the methods of surveying. Third is a based on object. For object classification, the geological surveying, mine surveying, archaeological surveying, and military surveying. What is the object in that the classification is made? This is the geological, mine, and archaeological, and military. Next is a based on nature of field. What is the nature of field? Which is very important in that. That is a land surveying, marine surveying, or astronomical surveying. These are the 3 types of this. For the land surveying is divided into following cases. For that, topographical surveying is done to determine natural features of the country. Next is the cadastral surveying, which is conducted in order to determine the boundaries of fields, estates, houses, etc. And city surveying, which is carried out to locate the premises, streets, water supply, and sanitary system. These are the types of it is land surveying divided into three types. That is topographical surveying, cadastral surveying, and the city surveying for that. And last is the engineering surveying, which is done to prepare a detailed drawings of project involving roads, railways, etc. Next point is a survey work, which is consist of a field work and office work. Field work taking necessary measurement according to type of survey and recording the measurements in a systematic way, which can be done by any of the four ways: by description of work, by means of sketches, by tabulation, or by combination of all three methods: by description, by means of sketches, or by tabulation. Next is the office work. Office work means the preparation of plans from field data and calculation and design work. Next point is the survey measurements. Survey measurements are used in plane surveying. There is two major measurements, that is linear measurements and angular measurement, which are used for that. For that, we can find out the linear measurement. There is a horizontal two parts of that is horizontal distance and vertical distance. For horizontal distance, all the measurements of distance are horizontal in surveying, as plotting on plan or maps is made up for horizontal distance only. For horizontal measurements are always taken between two defined vertical planes and distance measured in perpendicular between a vertical planes. Example, distance between two walls. It is a horizontal distance. And the vertical distance is always measured between horizontal planes in which mutually perpendicular direction in vertical plane. And next part is the angular measurement. There are two types, that is horizontal angular measurement and vertical angular measurement. Horizontal angular measurement is the angle between two intersecting lines in a horizontal place. Horizontal angular measurement means angle between two intersecting lines in a horizontal planes. And vertical angular measurements is the angle between two intersecting horizontal planes. So friends, today we learn all the essential first part of the surveying, that is the object of surveying, what is surveying, what are its uses, how it is classified, methods of measurement, linear as well as angular measurement we can see in this lecture. So friends, today we stop here. Any query or any doubt relating this lecture, you can contact the following mail ID: cd_multi@unishivaji.ac.in. Thank you very much.